Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Fairuz binti Wan Muhammad Azmi, and I'm going to explain one of the energy, which is wind energy, for my project. So first of all, in Malaysia there is no wind plants that have been generated in Malaysia yet, because the mean annual wind speed in Malaysia is not more than 2 meter per second. So the wind does not blow uniformly throughout the Malaysia, and its speed varies according to the region and also month. And also Malaysia experience two main weather seasons, which is the first one is southwest monsoon, which is from May or June to September, and the second one is northeast monsoon from November to March. So wind speed during the southwest monsoon are often below 7 meter per second, but during the northeast monsoon, wind speed could reach up to 15 meter per second. During April to September, the effect from typhoon striking neighboring countries such as Philippines may cause strong winds to Sabah and Sarawak, which is even exceeding 10 meter per second. So even though Malaysia as a whole experience low wind speed, some areas in this country have strong winds during certain periods of the year. So there are two types of wind energy, which is the first one is horizontal axis wind turbines, which is call it as hertz. The second one is vertical axis wind turbines, which is called as watts. So normally we use horizontal axis wind turbine. What is wind energy? So wind energy is one of the fastest growing renewable energy technologies. It is a form of solar energy. It is a process of which wind is used to generate electricity. The turbine converts the kinetic energy in the wind into mechanical power, and the generator converts mechanical power into electricity, in which the mechanical power can also be utilized directly for some specific tasks such as pumping water. How does it is produced? So it is using the kinetic energy that was created by the air in the motion. It transforms into electrical energy using wind turbines or wind energy conversion systems. So the wind turbines use blades to collect the wind's kinetic energy. Wind first hit the turbine's blade, causing them to rotate and turn the turbine connected to them. The changes of the kinetic energy to rotational energy by moving a shaft, which is connected to a generator, and thereby producing electrical energy through electromagnetism. So the advantages of using wind energy, it is cost effective. Land-based utility-scale wind is one of the lowest price energy sources available today, which is costing 1 to 2 cents per kilowatt per hour after the production tax credit, because the electricity from wind farm is sold at a fixed price over a long period of time, for the example 20 plus years, and its fuel is free. Wind energy mitigates the price uncertainty that fuels cost add to traditional sources of energy. The second one is it cleans the fuel source, which is wind energy doesn't pollute the air like power plants that rely on combustion of fossil fuels such as coal or natural gas, which emits particulate matters such as nitrogen oxides and sulfur dioxide, causing the human health problems and economic damages. The third one is domestic source of energy. For the example, the nation's wide supply is abundant and inexhaustible. Over the past 10 years, the US wind power capacity has grown 50% per year, and the wind is now the largest source of renewable power in the United States. The fourth one is it is sustainable. Wind is actually a form of solar energy. Wind are caused by the heating of the atmosphere by the sun, the rotation of the earth, and the earth's surface irregularities. For as long as the sun shines and the wind blows, the energy produced can be harnessed to send power across the grid. And the last one is wind turbines can be built on existing farms or ranches. This greatly benefits the economy in rural areas, which most of the best wind sites are found. Farmers and ranchers can continue to work the land because the wind turbines use only a fraction of the land. Wind power plant owners make rent payment to the farmer or rancher for the use of the land, providing landowners with additional income. And the disadvantage of wind energy is the wind power must still compete with conventional generation sources on a cost basis. Even though the cost of wind power has decreased dramatically in the past several decades, wind projects must be able to compete economical with the lowest cost source of electricity, and some locations may not be windy enough to be cost competitive. The second one is turbine might cause noise and aesthetic pollutions. Although wind power plants have relatively little impact on the environment compared to conventional power plants, concern exists over the noise produced by the turbine blades and visual impacts to the landscape. And the last one is wind plants can impact local wildlife. Birds have been killed by flying into spinning turbine blades. Most of these problems have been resolved or greatly reduced through technology development or by properly setting wind plant. So these are the example of wind energy in the world. So the first one is China. China has cumulative installed wind power capacity of 145,362 megawatts, and its percentage share of total wind power capacity of the world is 33.6%, which is it has the highest of all the country in the world. The second one is the United States of America. Okay, the cumulative installed wind power capacity is 74,471 megawatts, and its percentage share of total wind power capacity of the world is 17.2%. The third one is Germany. Its cumulative installed wind power capacity is 44,947 megawatts. Its percentage share of total wind power capacity of the world is 10.4%. Next, we have India, which is cumulative installed wind power capacity is 25,088 megawatts. Its percentage share of total wind is 5.8%. Then we have Spain, which is its cumulative installed wind power capacity is 23,025 megawatts, and its percentage share is 5.3%. Then we have United Kingdom, which its cumulative is 13,603 megawatts, and its percentage is 3.1%. And we have Canada, which is its cumulative is 11,205 megawatts, and its percentage is 2.6%. And the last one is we have France, which is its cumulative install is 10,358 megawatts, and its percentage share is 2.4%. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.